Meteorologist Mike Heard checking in with you with Heard's first forecast, doing a little vertical forecasting here, trying to mix it up a little bit. Uh, Working on my deck, my front porch rather. I don't know if you want to call it a deck, but finally got a little bit of it done. Now I just got to build a little bit of a step, and that's when I'm occupying my time off here, my forced retirement time off, if you will. All right, so I'm trying to continue to do a little bit of weather forecasting for you. And today is a beautiful day. I've got my sun shirt on. The cool shirt's got a little ventilation in the back. I love these things for fly fishing and that, but I'm going to use this right now because I got the sun right here. And I'll be working on the deck once the sun moves around to the other side of the house, and this will be in some shade. But off on a tangent. Let's get into the forecast. A quick change in the weather pattern for western Montana and southwest Montana. Today is going to be the quieter weather day, but a quick hitting system moves in Wednesday into Thursday, and it could bring some isolated thunderstorms to west-southwest Montana, mainly near the mountains as we get into Wednesday, diminishing into Thursday. I think the bigger issue with that will be increasing surface wind. Wednesday could see wind gusts around 15, 20, 30 miles per hour at times. But again, it's a fast-moving system, slides in and out, and it's gone by the time we get into Thursday afternoon. What builds in after that is a very strong, it's being catchphrased as a heat dome, but it's a high pressure ridge building over much of the western half of the country, extending northward. And that high pressure ridge will bring a lot of heat into west-southwest Montana. And we're expecting temperatures to jump up into low to mid 90s here locally. But there could be some triple digits in portions of eastern Montana as we get into the weekend. All right, forecast specifics for Butte Anaconda Deer Lodge. Beautiful today. Get out and enjoy it. It should be a great day for outdoor recreating, working around the house, and mowing the lawn, and maybe even getting that cutting of hay in as well. But it should be a generally dry day. But the only exception is Wednesday, Thursday, mainly Wednesday. Again, isolated thunderstorms are possible, gusty winds. Some of those thunderstorms could bring some brief heavy rain, but I'm not expecting that to be a significant pattern change or really a hazard. But lightning is the bigger issue. And as we saw down in the Dillon area, I believe on Monday there was a lightning caused fire that was quickly put out by firefighters and folks down there. So that was excellent to see. You can see that on my Facebook page. Moving to the Bozeman and Gallatin Valley areas, more of the same. Beautiful day today, but again, Wednesday afternoon, a slight chance for thunderstorms. Temperatures will be in the 80s today and into tomorrow. Should be mostly dry and then warming up significantly as we push into the end of the week. And by the weekend, we're definitely looking at mid to upper 90s around Belgrade, but probably in the low to mid 90s in the Helena, or excuse me, in the Bozeman area. Moving to Helena now. Looks like a beautiful sunny day today. Isolated thunderstorms are possible tomorrow. Most of that's gone by Thursday. Should be in the 80s today and tomorrow, but we're going to push you into the mid to upper 90s by the weekend into early next week. Dillon and Beaverhead Country today, again, mostly sunny. As you can see in the forecast here, looks like a little bit of thunderstorm activity is possible into tomorrow, and temperatures begin to warm up. We could be in the low to mid 90s by the time we get into the weekend. All right, for Ennis and the Madison Valley, sunshine today, and that brings a slight chance for storms into Wednesday afternoon and Thursday afternoon. Never fails. I try and record out here, and then the aircraft are flying around, and we're up pretty close to the Bozeman Yellowstone Airport. Thanks, buddy. Where was I? Well, I was rudely interrupted. All right, for Ennis and the Madison Valley, again, sunny today. Highs should be in the lower 80s. Tomorrow, slight chance for thunderstorms. Just keep an eye out for that late in the day. 80s again, but again, you could be in the mid 90s by the time we get into the weekend. West Yellowstone, a big sky. Slight chance for thunderstorms Wednesday afternoon. Today looks mostly sunny. Thursday looks good. But even in West Yellowstone, you could be pushing into the low 90s by the time we get into the weekend. But for the rest of the week, we're probably going to be hovering close to the upper 70s and lower 80s. But again, the weekend, a significant warm up is headed your way. So the bottom line is today is mostly quiet. Wednesday, look for some isolated thunderstorms. And then the heat begins to build into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. But the best news of all that I saw on the longer range forecast, hopefully this holds true, is that there could be a little bit of a monsoonal push, some tropical moisture pushing back up into west-southwestern Montana by the time we get into around the 13th, 14th, and 15th of July. We'll kind of keep that on the back burner and kind of continue to monitor that in the forecast models. If that does come to fruition, it probably will bring a decent chance for some increasing moisture, which is outstanding. But definitely needed because I'm sure the drought is going to intensify with this heat wave coming up by the end of the week, into the weekend. All right, doing a little vertical forecasting here, waiting for the sun to get on the other side of the house so I can finish working on my deck. As I'm trying to pass the time, I'm just sitting here in my chair in the house watching the four walls, and it's driving me crazy not to be working. If you would, give me a little tip. You know, I'm trying to get a paycheck. I don't want to be the guy with the cardboard sign on the street begging for money. This has been forced on me, and it's hard. It's still difficult even now. I am still hurting beyond belief, but I'm trying to add a little value to what I can provide you here on digital, Facebook, Instagram, trying to get into TikTok. I don't know that part of the digital world very well, but if you would, I got a Venmo account. If you drop a buck or two in there, I would greatly appreciate it. All right, everyone, have a great week. That's the forecast here on your Tuesday. Have a great week and be prepared for some heat this weekend. See you next time.